Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Annalisa Gale. Mark Hall has the evening off. Developing now, the monumental move proposed that would move the Washington Wizards and the Capitals to Alexandria, Virginia, has now been put on hold indefinitely. Democrats in the Virginia Senate have dealt a massive blow to the legislation that would have allowed the relocation to Potomac Yard. They're now denying the bill a hearing and said they were concerned about how that move would be paid for. Some Democrats, meanwhile, also said the move was in direct response to a speech by Governor Youngkin where he criticized Democrats' willingness to compromise on other legislation. Our Haley Mylon is joining us live outside the team's current home, Capital One Arena, with the latest now. Good afternoon, Haley. What's the latest here?
Well, Annalisa, good afternoon. Talk about conflicting opinions and conflicting vantage points. A spokeswoman for Monumental Sports and Entertainment says that Virginia and Virginia only is the future for both the Capitals and the Wizards. But they're facing substantial challenges from two directions, as DC might be able to take legal action if the teams do indeed try to leave the district. Now, the project needs the support of Virginia lawmakers to even go through. And today, the Virginia State Senate Finance Committee pulled the Stadium Authority bill from its agenda. State Senator Louise Lucas saying, as far as she's concerned, the bill is dead. Democrats critiquing the process, saying the plan wasn't vetted by the lawmakers who'd be voting on it. They say the financing is unlike any other project in Virginia's history, and trust with Monumental Sports and Entertainment is a long-term issue, given that the teams would be ending their lease in DC 20 years earlier than anticipated.
That is, if he's willing to renege on the lease for the folks in D.C., what's to say he wouldn't do that to us? So no, I'm just not willing to take those risks. Not under my watch.
Now, I mentioned that legal action that could potentially come to fruition with the district. So what's left on the hook for Monumental, they do have a provision in their lease that would permit them to get out of it, opt out 20 years early in 2027, given that the bonds to build the arena, sustain it, are fully paid off. However, they are not fully paid off. They likely will not be fully paid off by 2027. Those bonds are paid for by a surcharge paid inside the arena by event goers. Think food, concessions, tickets, t-shirts, memorabilia, that kind of thing. Now, Bowser hinted this morning that a lump sum might not get it done, that those bonds need to be paid back exactly how the agreement is written. So I'll have more on that coming up at 5, but a complicated process here. Again, Monumental very optimistic that they'll make the move to Virginia.
Yeah, Haley, seems like a process that will be going on for a while there. And Haley, Mayor Bowser also offered $500 million to renovate the team's existing arena in Chinatown. Is that also being considered at all?
Yeah, Annalisa, Monumental is indicating that it's absolutely not on the table for them. They are only focused on Virginia. However, Monica Dixon, the spokeswoman, did indicate that they're very serious about renegotiating a deal here to continue managing Capital One Arena and potentially hold more events. She said Georgetown is kind of waiting to see what happens, to see if their basketball programs will stay here or also make the move across the river, as well as the Mystics. Their future hangs in the scales here. I'll have much more on this kind of complicated deal coming up at 5 o'clock. But for now, in Chinatown, Haley Mylon, DC News Now.